you would know that at the end of the day, Disney is an overpriced swamp. So I wanted to talk to you about my honest thoughts about the current state of Disney World. You will see a lot of people on vlogs that the Disney World I knew, the Disney World I grew up on is gone. And they'll talk with that statement of, is the magic gone? And unfortunately, I would say yes. The Disney that I knew growing up doesn't seem to exist anymore. It was a different time period. I'm not trying to be like overly dramatic, but it's true. If you grew up going to Disney, if you experienced Disney in the 90s when I was very young, and the Disney I saw then, that Disney doesn't exist anymore. It was a different Disney, and it has changed a lot. They're trying, I think, right now to lure you in with Bob Iger coming in, that it's so dramatically different. I think, quite honestly, I'm gonna talk very honestly in this video. I think that the average viewer or consumer of Disney content likes the way Bob Iger looks aesthetically more than the other Bob. And honestly, him putting on a fancy cardigan and him maybe being aesthetically more pleasing is not mean that this person is going to do any different. The Disney that I knew, the Disney with the movies and the classic, like I think it was called like the golden age era and everything, it's gone. It's way long gone. And I think a lot of the frustration on Disney consumers is this frustration of when is it coming back? And the answer is it's not. And that is an acceptance that a lot of people who enjoyed the escapism of Disney have to come to terms with. The Disney you knew is gone. It is not coming back. It is long gone. Golden era, it's not coming back. They may do things here or there where they throw you a bone, for example, and bring back where you're not paying for parking at the resorts. And because I feel personally that the average consumer has been treated so poorly at Disney, when you have them throw you a bone with the parking, you've been treated so badly, honestly, that you suddenly think that what's called breadcrumbing, that this breadcrumb you've been given is suddenly so magical. And there's so much more happening there. You had a shift away from where people were able to put their room card in and get fast passes. You had much better customer service years ago at Disney. There's been a shift away from healthy eating at Disney, where there was more balanced meals and offerings available. And this very dramatic shift in the opposite direction, I think, has changed a lot how people are treated at Disney. The customer service is very poor at Disney. You have a concern or any issue on your mind, and I think that you are certainly not treated like you are paying hundreds of dollars a night at a hotel. The prices at Disney regarding the hotels are astronomical and don't meet what you're getting. I know Disney wants to feel that they are the Ritz-Carlton of situations, and people will like drool at what is that community called, Golden Oak. But to be quite honest, for anyone who has ever visited Maui, gone to the Waldorf Astoria, even as a tourist to see what it looks like, or you've gone to fine hotels or fine dining experiences, you would know that at the end of the day, Disney is an overpriced swamp. I enjoy Disney, but I don't enjoy prices that don't match Disney. If you're going to charge me Maui Waldorf Astoria prices, and if you look up what that hotel looks like, it doesn't match Alligator and Swamp. It doesn't. If you want to say Alligator Swamp is the same as Maui, then I don't know what to say to you. That's not how it was at Disney. Disney has become extremely unaffordable for not only the average person, but for most people. Most people who are going to Disney are charging up different credit cards and going into debt in order to take their family to Disney. It is not charging up, a $10,000 trip to go to Disney doesn't match what you're getting. That matches Maui prices. You're not really getting what it's worth. Cost and worth are two different things. The food is very overpriced at Disney. The food is very poor quality. In my opinion, very poor ingredients. Not a lot of balanced, healthy options. They've moved in the opposite direction, taking away a lot of things that they didn't feel were profitable. Make your own salad station, different things in that type of mindset, and made everything very bleak and standard. The dress coding is another shift towards not treating the guests right. Disney room inspections, again, even if you're going to somehow validate the room inspections, there is an expectation. The room inspection feels very counterintuitive to the concept of booking a reservation at a hotel. You book a hotel at a reservation of a hotel, you want to relax and indulge And it doesn't make sense that knock on the door every day or every other day. It doesn't feel right. And the Disney dress coding, I mean, it's become kind of like, honestly, a very gross experience. They would have a very long way to go. First of all, it never will be the Disney I knew. That's something that everyone has to stop saying. It's when will it come back and the magic is gone. It's gone. It's long gone. Whether it will improve, I don't know. There's a lot of things that would have to reverse out for it to improve. There's a lot that would have to change. And I don't honestly foresee that changing. A lot of people will talk about how fancy it was to go to, what is it, the Albert restaurant, Victoria and Albert's at the Grand Floridian. Some overpriced hotel with a horrible aesthetic. It looks like an old card room. It looks like the interior looks like an old card room that you would find that maybe was being used for storage. And Miami's got a lot of problems. I'm not validating and saying that Miami is the greatest place. We have a lot of problems here. But we do have some very, very expensive experiences here. Top restaurants, top chefs, top aesthetic. And take Miami out of it. Let's go back to Hawaii as an example, as a third party to look at. You cannot compare a Disney World hotel to the Waldorf Astoria in Maui. You cannot compare a restaurant with a top chef in Maui to a restaurant experience at Disney. People would say, well, one's Maui. It's like, if you look up the prices, unfortunately, of Maui, of the hotels there and the restaurants there, you're pretty much matching Disney prices. So that's where my point comes in of cost and worth, that it's very overpriced to go to Disney. It's not like, oh, you don't have the money to go to Disney. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The prices are extremely overpriced and do not seem to be matching what you're getting. If you're the type of viewer, I had a viewer in one of my comments. I don't know what this was in reference to. I think they actually deleted their comment. This was in reference to the Disney dining plan not being worth it, or how you may be able to get a better deal with a different discount than doing the Disney dining situation combo plan. And this person wrote, I don't care if I can book it a different way and get more money off and save more money. I love Disney and I'm willing to give them more money because I love them. It's like, so if Disney is offering a 25% off or 30% off discount and you book this way, you save more money, and this way you don't save as much money, you're coming back in the comments and telling me that you love them so much you're willing to not take the other deal that they're offering you because you love them? No comment. But thank you guys for watching. I'm always going to give you my honest thoughts because that's how I am. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again soon in my next video, and bye. Also, if you're going to say that Golden Oak, if you're going to tell me that Golden Oak in Disney is the most amazing experience or aesthetic you've ever seen in your life, please go ahead and Google Golden Beach, Florida, Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, Fisher Island, Florida. Yeah, do that. Because one is a stucco, box-looking house with a beautiful view of the Disney bus going back and forth, and one is Fisher Island. Go ahead and Google Fisher Island.